love bugs? It's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. Y'all are truly I appreciate y'all. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative or just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give you a thumbs up, like, and also share, and social media favorites wherever you see fit. And as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. Your struggle brought you to your strength. God's building you, not breaking you. I think I got that from one of Trent Shelton's posts. And I've been having a lot of visions of Kobe lately, so I went ahead and used him as my thumbnail. And it's just he's really came a long way, especially with the passing of him and his daughter, and just prayers to the family and anybody who has been affected by his death, because it's truly been hard. But it's just so many of us are going through so many different things right now, and it just seems like drama, issues, setbacks, failures, just constant hitting brick walls is just coming more than actual peace is doing. And these are the things that we're having to go through. It's just like I was saying in the last video. We're going through so many. Okay, this ding 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 is getting on my nerve, but I know it's that Reiki, but okay, I had to turn that down. What was it? Distracting. That's what I meant to say. You're going through all these different things in your life that is breaking you away from anything that has been the norm for you. And you're constantly being it's like you're going through heavy transition of, the comfort zones that you're being placed out of. And these are the things that, God is breaking away from you, because it's just, even when certain things are taking place in your life and you're not taking heed on what he's trying to tell you, what moves you trying to make, he will make things get heavier for you. And he's only doing these things for you to be able to make that move. It's just, I've had situations like this where there was so many different signs that was telling me, quit my job, I got something so much better for you, just trust the process of what's taking place. And it was like, I have kids I got to take care of, I got a household, I got to take care of bills, and these are the things. He said, but you're not happy though. And it's like every day it was something, because it went from a so-called friend to a foe, showing all type of trifling intentions. But it's just like, now I can look at the situation at hand and being able to say that was a very big blessing for me to be able to do that. It's just like, I love doing my videos, and different things. It may slow down a little bit, but these are the things that's telling me, don't stop, just keep going. You don't know who you're inspiring. And I always get confirmation like that through the emails, through the, the text messages, through the constant comments y'all drop. And it just allows me to keep going. And it's truly a blessing. It's just like situations that I've been placed in. God wants me to be able to use those experiences and be able to show the insight from the positive, from a negative to a positive aspect, and a lot of times we get stuck in that that situation when we're trying to just understand why certain people do the things that they do, or why do I have to constantly go through that, or why is it taking so long for me to get to, we're already in the next chapter, so why isn't the door open and you're just standing there like eager, and these are the things that, if God is telling you to move and you're not moving, you have to understand. If he has to keep telling you, if he got to make you, that's just like if your parents have to tell you, hey, it's time for you to come in the house and the street lights came on and you still ain't do it. Bet that. And I was like, that would be my mom was like, we used to all play hide and go seek with the neighbors and stuff like that when we lived on a military base. And it would just be so fun. Unless our family was outside, we couldn't be outside like that. We had to get ready to go in. As soon as that light hit, right before that, it start flickering. Okay, gotta go. I want to be able to come out tomorrow. And these are the things he's teaching you through your setbacks, your circumstances, and things like that, and a lot of times it feels like universe and God is truly punishing us. I've been that way where I've gone and I'd be depressed, or I've cried so much that my head hurts and my eyes look like they're about to pop out the sockets, and just trying to really understand, God, I'm doing everything you're asking me to do. I'm trying my best to let go of a lot of things. I'm trying my best not to control outcomes. I'm just steady seeing things projected towards me that, that truly means near and dear to me, or there's certain things that's being negative that's being saying out there, and those are the things that I have to keep facing every day. But they always tell me, no matter what is going on in your surroundings, trust and believe. If you're moving in good intentions, and even the times that you want to stop and you keep going, don't ever think that it's going against what you're doing. Not anything that you are going through is not in vain. Any kind of painful experiences you have a powerful purpose, and you may not see it yet. Your cloudiness is going to turn to clarity. Your struggle is going to turn to strength. Your poverty is going to turn to power and prosperity. All these different things is making you, it had to break you to make you back up a lot stronger. And a lot of times it's really hard for you to be able to do that. It's like, I used to always worry about like, if I say certain things, people are going to try to feel like they got the upper hand of me, or, people don't place some kind of, voodoo, whatever on me. And I want to keep going even when I'm, emotionally and mentally struggling. And I'm at that point now. Whatever you put on me, God can always overturn. You have to be able to understand that there'll be times that situations are not going as fast pace that you want them to. And it may seem like the enemy has always got that upper hand. But when God has something for you, it don't matter what kind of emotions or what somebody's opinion is. It's not going to stop what he has for you, especially if you have kept going. There's so many times I wanted to give up. There's so many times I just didn't want to be on this earth anymore. There's so many times I tried to take my own life because of so many different things were so painful just for me to reach. And these are the things that shows you, no matter how much pain you have, you're going to have joy. Your storm is almost over, and these are the things that he has to show you. And I mean, it's the last few days I've been like, I was snapping and cussing at everything. It could have been a daggone birds out there chirping. I'm just telling them to shut the F up. It was just that bad, and it was just me facing things that was, I thought I've came into an understanding of healing from, and it didn't. But it was just like, allow your emotions to come up. Don't hold that in. Allow yourself to feel that. And then when you allow yourself to feel these different things, why is it to that point where you are deeply feeling like you are broken? Because it was just, I can hear my family around me, and I just said, it feels like my heart's breaking. It just feels like, it's just like life is not fair. I'm facing constant struggle in my life, and I'm just trying to move on. I have to deal with people that just want to keep tearing me down when that's not even the intentions I want to give for them. And these are the things that was sent in my life to power me up, because there's so many different people that sees that hunger in you, that sees that strength in you, that power that it goes, and it just keeps getting stronger. It's like, even the days when you feel like, you felt like giving up, and then you get mad, but you get back on it. Your strength is powering up then, because it's like, even your soul, like, get your ass up. You are not letting the devil win today. He ain't going to win tomorrow, and he ain't going to win next year, just because you don't know what's around that corner. You just don't know how close you are to your destiny. And it's just at that point, I don't give a dag about what anybody tries to do, anybody try to say. If you want to laugh at me, go ahead and laugh. That's fine. I'm be laughing too when I get, when I just keep climbing. I keep climbing. Nobody can stop anything that God has for you. Nothing can stop anything that God has for me, and these are the things that you have to face a lot of. It's just like the people that constantly try to do evil deeds on you, or just trying to constantly remind you of what you can't do, or mock you for the dreams that you're trying to invest in. Is the people are not even, their main concern is what you're doing and not the stuff that they need to be doing within themselves. But then, it's not to be arrogant, but allow them to stare. You're showing them exactly what they need to do within their life, because it takes strength to keep going. When, even though there will be certain times you want to take shortcuts, you already know, is that really worth is this a part of your growth process? Is that going, cutting corners, is that going to get you anywhere? No, it's not. It's going to keep you in the same place that you no longer past ready to be in. And these are the things, whatever you're facing right now, this is going to be that thing. There's people ask me, Roslynn, what should I do? I'm ready to pop off. I'll be ready to do this. I've been like that. There's times, and it is scary because you don't realize when you get ready to get to that point where you about to pop off on somebody, the most devilish things come up off in your head. I know mine. I'm like, baby, don't go up in that playground with my thoughts. You need therapy like crazy. Your crazy can't beat mine. And I've been that way just because of the fact is the things that I've faced, and I'm still here. The things that I've been robbed of, I'm still here. The things that I was willing to take my life over, but yet I'm still here. Everything that you've gone through comes to a power or purpose, and it always shows you your power of who you are. And yes, going through this transition of ours is no fun. It is not an easy ride. It can be very painful. I mean, right now I felt like I done gone around with 300 rounds with Cassius Clay and got daggone Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. My body is just broke. Then I went on a 2-hour walk today, and then still came back and had a smile on my face, even when things were not really going the way I wanted to. And it was frustrating, but I knew that was my test, just to see how much I was going to respond to that. And I'm like, you know what? If it's out of my control, if it needs to be out of my hands and out of my mind, God gonna fix it. And it's just, synchronicity is just showing me and showing me and showing me. And then when it's just like old deception that people have done to me, and I felt like they haven't got their clap back yet, and just allowing me to know, don't focus on that, because you're giving your power to something that's not even relevant into your life. That was your blessing for you to be able to see how you needed to change, about the selections that you need to be very particular about what you select into your life. You're rising up. If somebody wants you to stoop down to that level, tell them to come to your peace. You're not going to no drama. You rise them up to your peace. If they can't meet you there, it was the whole point for them not to meet you anyway. All those different things. It's like I can sit back and see. You've been placed in people's lives that, bless them abundantly. But there's a lot of times situation comes on, and that jealous spirit of them don't realize they done condemned and cut course to all blessings was going to catapult in their life, just because they wanted to make sure you didn't get nothing, or make sure they can be very deceptive because they see how you can fall, bust a chin, sit up here and bust up your knees. Pat that mess up, even though I remember I scratched my daggone chin before when I was little. That wasn't no joke, and just wipe off, dust up, and get right back up. And people envy you for that. People really truly envy you for that. I used to make jokes about my situation. I said, if my projectors of my blessing in the skies, if they would have started with me at a later age and not as damn near an infant, y'all probably would have got a run. Y'all would have had a run for your money. You would have already been right where you've been wanting to be in the first place. But since I got started off in my abuse, I wasn't even, probably about out of what shoot, I was probably about 7 or 8 years old. Well, actually later, earlier than that, because there was so much truth that I wasn't able to talk about. But when I allow myself to look at those things and really just try to grasp that concept of where I felt love should have been and I wanted it to be there and it wasn't there for love. People that love you don't do stuff like that. Situations they wouldn't put you in if love was there. But I can't expect love from people that don't put love within themselves. And I had to learn that. And that was just a lot. When I say, I guess it was watching one of those shows or whatever, and it was something that took me right back to when I was that age. And it was like everything was condemning me, like nothing was good. Everybody else can get congratulations or treats and stuff like that, and I had to get the scraps like a peasant. And I just always wondered why I was always treated so differently from everybody else, why I was always mocked, as a child. And then it showed me my truth, and that truth broke me in so many different ways. But as my Angelo says, still I rise. You go through all these different things, and you just really don't understand how strong you are until strong is all you have. There are so many people I talk to, like, Roslynn, you are strong. I'm like, baby, it took me a long time to get here. When you can keep it real and say, I have my weak moments. There's days that I just want to start fighting the whole world. Anything that had something attached to the things that I've lost, I just wanted to go ahead and get it on and popping, but that's, I'm allowed, God to do that. I just have to stay focused on myself. And that's where your strength comes from, because I've been there where I would always take that detour and go back down that road of hurt, pain, depression, sadness, disruption, all those different things. But I have to allow myself to see, if you did not go through these things, you wouldn't really know who you really were. You can sit up here and get positivity all day and you'll appreciate it, but you tend to appreciate more when you have gone through those constant struggles. You have seen people that you have supported. Soon as you needed them, they turn their back on you when it wasn't beneficial for them. You've seen friends and family turn into enemy, foes, and strangers. All these things. It showed you the real deal. And a lot of times that's hard for you to digest. But that's what you're here for. Because there's so many people walking on this world, it feels like they need to be accepted by doing their wrongdoing to other people just because they had wrongdoings to them. You have a choice on the matter. If you want to step here and do it, because see, I can say that, and it's not me being a hypocrite, because I know how much toxicity I don't put on my kids. I exposed them to the abuse that I went through when my, with different relationships, friendships. And then you have to be that person to say, I wasn't the best mother in the world, but I been the best mother I tried to be. I never said I was the best one in the world. But when you can allow yourself to admit your faults, admit your mistakes, and take responsibility for those choices, that's strength right there. It's just like, there's sometimes I used to cry, and at times I still do, because it is like my kids are damaged from the things that I was taught, and I pushed it off to them. And I have to work so hard to try to mend that, and just being able to do that. But I can't force that, on nobody. It has to be a choice. And it is just a situation. I want to give them something that wasn't given back to me. Anybody who's done things to me, I only got an explanation and a mend with my mom before she passed. The other people, no, but it's okay. It's okay. And there's a lot of times, it just took me from going like this and just crying, and, it's okay. And those are the things that God's building you up at. It's like, you see how many people have came into your life. They were a part of your destiny. Even the negative influences in your life, the negative situations, the circumstances, was a part of your destiny. Because when you have gone to the root of the bottom and you work yourself up, you will start having so much gratitude and appreciation, and hold towards things, anything little that came into your life that added some kind of power to that, in an abundant blessing of a way. You become very appreciative of those things, and you would never do, you would keep on adding to it. It's a blessing when you can see somebody that never had any struggles or whatever, and they stay maintaining that and they keep growing from that. That's a power move. That's a power move. But when it comes to a person that has struggled their whole life and they want to add something to it, they don't pause, because when God opened those doors, these are the things that's going to be there. It's going to make your life bright. It's going to make your life bright, because this is the reason why you're going through so much hell with so many different situations right now. And it's coming at you. It ain't coming to you in increments. That mess is coming from you at all directions. All you can do is just sit here, and probably be shaking like you in a hospital somewhere about to lose your last mind. And these are the things that's building you back up for that. And it's like, show you who you are. I had to show you through your pain of who you are. I had to show you through your setbacks of who you truly are. I had to show you out with friends and family and people you hold dear, turn your back on you, neglected you, abused you, to show you who you truly are. They can't destroy something they didn't make it, regardless of what they did to get you here. God had that choice on doing that. We had our decisions about who the families we were going through. We signed that contract, even though we didn't read the daggone fine print. But these are the things that's building you back up. Because when you build back up, baby, they can't destroy you. They cannot. I don't know what kind of built material that God done put it in, but they ain't going to be able to push you over. You be over there, leaning tile pieces, and you still be leaning, but you still be going. And those are the situations you're being placed in. Because even when somebody try to pull you into that situation, or whatever kind of BS they're trying to, persuade you to be in, you're going to remember all the things that you went through. And you're going to probably have a little chuckle, like, if you only knew what I've been through, you don't even knew what I faced. In your situations, when you're in a situation where you're boxed in and you have nowhere to go, when I say that's where your strength gonna amplify it, because there's no more running. You can't ignore that mess. It's either you gonna allow yourself to get beat down, or you gonna allow this situation to help you come up. It's your choice. It's your choice. Because everything got a balance to it. There's a lot of people around here that don't want to admit to the things that they've got going on in their life. I've been in that point where I self-medicated, because I thought it wasn't even self-medicated, because it was like, I'm facing my truth, but I had to roll me a B. I faced me a truth, but I had to light up a cigarette. And it was just like, you're still self-medicating. You are not allowing yourself to get that full effect of being able to feel those things that people have put you through, the things that you see in people lying about, trying to hurt you, take you all out of existence. All those things. You can't sit up here and smoke a cigarette. You can't roll a blunt. Daggone beer, whatever you want to drink or whatever. That's not going to help you in that case. You don't have to be able to feel that to the whole extent. And then when you allow yourself to feel that, it hurts, it pains, it makes me pissed off, it makes me want to fight. But I'm allowing myself to rise. And you're doing that, and you're doing it fiercely. And that's where God wants you to be able to show you, I can get you through this. You just have to be able to let me. When we start resisting against change, hell can break loose. That's why a lot of times I say, look, I'm already facing myself. I'm just going to take a couple steps back and let it do what it do. I'm good on my part. Anybody else, I just send you blessings your way and hope and pray you can get through them. But it is just like, you're on that receiving end of where, yes, that mess is just, it hits, and it hits deep. But then you won't have to pray for a lot of people that's not wanting to do that. They trying to curve it, like, and trying to yeek it. You can't, because when that mess come right back around, it is going to be to that point. It's going to be the mother load of mother loads. And just make sure you ain't there when it happened, because it's not going to be good, and those are the things that's taking effect in our life. If you're supposed to be a warrior and you're a part of an evolutionary change, baby, you have to be able to go through some evolutionary battles, and that's what you're doing right now through everything you're facing right now. And they want you to be able to grow, show up, show out, and keep it moving. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I want to be able to give a post notification shout out to my sister from another mister, Deep Thoughts Here and Now, Marta, Gina Serta, and our Lifelessness. I'm gonna put his link in here. He Rocky, he has his own channel. He's upcoming YouTuber, and he's pushing out a lot of meditation. So if you can you please go ahead and, I shared his one of his videos on my content page. I mean, not my content page, my comment post, community post. That's what I meant to say. And, if you can just show them some love, it's just like, just trying to, when you're trying to come up and get your stuff out there, it's just really good to have support out there. I know I've had it before, and stuff like that. I've had different people bless me, by, they introduced me to the game of being able to come up on YouTube, and I'm truly grateful for that. So if I know I can pass that torch to somebody, I want to be able to do that. So I hope and pray I can virtually connect with you in a while on the live vibe and chat. Got different things I was going to talk about, and we can go ahead and discuss other things if there's a Q&A that y'all want to go ahead and participate in. And, I always leave my contact information in the description box below. And what did I say? Oh, yes, as well as my podcast on there as well. And it's just about networking, being able to help you out, just giving you that spiritual aspect of finding the deeper meaning towards your life purpose, or even your mission, or even if you just want to share certain things with me, or have questions or concern about that, whatever we speak on is confidential. So you don't have to worry about, any of those things getting out. I'll try to help either from experience or from what source gives me, or the information they tell me to pass on to you. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, it comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and comes sooner than you ever predicted it. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Happy 4th of July if you celebrate it. And be safe. And I'll see you on my next video. And make sure y'all in there at live and vibe at 6 o'clock. What time is it here? My phone up here. I'm looking right there at it. 4:37. So I'll see y'all on my next video. Much love. Peace.